Evaluator this evening is to first introduce our evaluators and to give a brief evaluation of the meeting as a whole. One good thing about Toastmasters is we have a manual that's very structured in how we evaluate the speeches, and our speakers this evening will get immediate feedback of their speeches this evening. So to call on our first evaluator for this evening, I would like to call on to the lectern Ms. Joyce Thomas to evaluate Mr. Tim Ng's speech.
Tim. I looked at that picture. Did you see the picture of the long bean? I have to repine on that bean. I can't eat nothing that long. Part of his speech was asking, how was his speech appropriate? And I'm going to say it was very appropriate. Because if you're like me, you want to know how to save money. I'm all about saving money. Whether I go out there and dig and plant the beans, I don't know. It's all about saving money. What I liked about Tim's speech is that he demonstrated very well. So if I choose to, I know how to plant the beans. I know about the seed. And I know how to do the little container, put it in, and I know about the salt and the water. I know about the sticks. So I'm well rehearsed now. We all know how to plant those string beans so that we won't have to spend money on those. So I think he explained very well. He demonstrated very well. He showed us a picture of how the beans are going to look when they finish growing. There is just one thing that I kind of would have liked to see. You had a little straw hat on, maybe a little bib overall like Farmer Brown or somebody. That'd have been funny. But overall, I think you did a real good job with that. I might suggest that when you're doing a speech, is that you limit it with topics, because with so many topics, you can't get them all in. I'd like to find out how growing beans are going to make me live better. It'd be nice to know. But overall, you did a very good job. You gave us information. You demonstrated how to do it. You showed us a picture. And I think I really enjoyed it. So just keep the good work up.
Just to remind you that the evaluations are 2 to 3 minutes. The green light comes on at 2 minutes, 2.5 the amber light, and 3 minutes red light will come on, and you have 30 seconds to wrap it up. Next evaluator is Mr. Horace Freeman to evaluate Ms. Salia Ross's speech. Welcome, Horace.
Ms. Ross, I thought that after seeing the title of your speech, it might cause me to refine the whole speech somewhat. However, I'm grateful that I listened without having any kind of prejudgment. I believe that you did an excellent job on meeting the objectives of what it was that your speech was to be, which was to make your message clear with supporting material directly contributing to that message, to have a good opening and closing, and to use appropriate transitions. I especially thought it was appropriate at how you open your speech. And then not only that, but the way you got the audience involved by asking them to help you making a decision about the birthday wish. And then you began to move into what I believe are some of the smoothest transitions of outlining your speech and carrying us along and making sure that we understood the message that you were getting out. As I stated, the opening was very good. Then you moved into what you felt was required before your son would be ready to receive a phone, even including how he is now at that stage where he loses certain things and how that might hinder his receiving the gift. Then you went into the expenses. And not only did you cover the cost of the phone, but you also covered how that the services would come into play, as well as him needing a job to make sure he can handle that. And then, one that was particularly interesting to myself was the distraction. You stated the sources of where you received your information, as well as the dangers and some solutions. And then finally, you gave us the final outcome. And of course, we were pretty sure that it would be your decision that would be the overriding one. What could the speaker have done differently to make the speech more effective? I believe that if you had taken the argument between you and your son and played it up more in the beginning, because we know that children these days can be very adamant when they're trying to get something for themselves, and parents have to stand up and be just as adamant saying no. And then also taking that and during the ending, tell how that you did not just break his spirit in a sense, but as you began to let him realize you knew what was best. What did I like about the presentation? Again, the statistics and the cell phone distractions, and also some of the dangers that they present on this day. Overall, I enjoyed your speech very much. And again, excellent job.
Mr. Timer, can I get the times of the evaluations, please?
Joyce Thomas, 2 minutes, 21 seconds. Forrest Freeman, 3 minutes, 28 seconds.
Both qualify. If you could cast your vote for the best evaluator of the evening between Joyce and Forrest, and Ms. Valerie will be going around to collect your votes. While we're finishing that up, I will go ahead and give a 1 to 2 minute evaluation of the meeting. We did start on time this evening, thanks to Ms. Tasha. She gave me a little tap, ran at 6:30. And as our Toastmaster, Tasha, great job. You have a very organized agenda this evening, although we had some revisions, but all went well. What I would have liked as well is at the back, I noticed that we did not have the objectives of the speakers' speeches tonight, and that would have helped us with the little evaluation notes that we give to both our speakers. So that's a note for all of us who are future Toastmasters. If you don't have it at the back of the agenda, to at least tell us the objectives of the speeches before they speak. To our table topics master, Mr. Jim Hall. Very informative, current events topics this evening. I know you were going for the heavy hitters this evening, but I would have liked if you have chosen other Toastmasters present this evening to participate in the table topics, as well as asking our guest. I'm not sure if she would have said yes, but we never know. but just again, a note to all of us who will fulfill roles as table topics to call on the people who have minor roles to participate in the table topic section. The evaluators, I commend both of you for giving positive feedback to both of our speakers. You did not just evaluate